As fans, you probably come across some LEGO sets that you're sure won't be available again for others to buy. You probably refer to those LEGO sets as your prized possessions, especially if their worth increases years after you've gotten them. Regardless, I'm pretty sure most of you haven't come across a custom LEGO set in your life. Welcome to Legotastic, the place where we follow the brick. Look further for fabulous LEGO news, stories, tips, and tricks you don't want to miss. And don't forget to subscribe and like the video. In this video, we'll be looking at the rarest LEGO set you can't even buy. This LEGO set is nothing you expect, so don't go anywhere. The LEGO FAR Changing Tide Ship. Now, I'm pretty sure you haven't heard about this LEGO set before, considering it is pretty rare, and only about 6 of it were made. What's more, you can't even buy it if you want. Nothing makes a person want something like this more than when they can't get it. There has been so much enthusiasm about the beauty and exciting gameplay found in the FAR games from Okomotive, and this LEGO set is another masterpiece from this group. The LEGO FAR Changing Tide ship focuses on a seaborne ship that steadily gains new parts and features as the player encounters new obstacles. In a particular suitable way to highlight the game's uniqueness, the game makers partnered with a professional LEGO building artist, Newman, to create a custom LEGO set of the ship as it appeared in the game. Originally, Newman was a LEGO Masters USA Season 1 contestant, one of 20 contestants selected to compete, and a huge fan of LEGO building. He has successfully navigated the dream that many LEGO fans have, not just building with LEGO, but getting paid to do it, and has since moved on to be a product designer at the LEGO Group. However, it's important to note that this particular build was completed before he started that new gig. The build included over 1,200 bricks, and the unbuilt pieces for the ship come along with Newman's smartly presented instructions. Building this super rare LEGO set is sure to be a ton of fun, as it offers a variety of interesting mechanical elements. This includes a light-up furnace for burning fuel, a mast and sails that could be raised and lowered. Additionally, the LEGO build was filled with ingenious asymmetrical elements, which reflect the somewhat dilapidated nature of the ship as it appears in the game. In the final completed build of the LEGO set, one side of the ship shows off an amazingly detailed exterior, while on the other side, the viewer can peek into the ship to see the inner corridors, stairs, and other cool features, just like players of the game are able to do while playing it. It also comes with a removable display stand that allows for different ways to showcase this masterpiece. There's even a scale model of the little character from the game attached to the LEGO set. Newman once spoke about the process he used to create the ship, saying, "While all the design work took place by hand over the course of a few weeks, in terms of hours, I couldn't say for sure. I used a digital build software called stud.io by Bricklink to reproduce the model digitally and used that digital model to fabricate the step-by-step build instructions." The game FAR Changing Tides. As I previously stated, the LEGO FAR Changing Tide ship set is based on the game, which is out now and available on PS5, Xbox Series XS, PS4, Xbox One, Switch, and PC, on both Epic Games Store and Steam. FAR Changing Tides allows you to soak in the tiny moments that can go unnoticed in our rush to reach the peak of such an adventure, as this game is a meditative journey full of trials and triumphs. Okomotive's earlier release, FAR Lone Sails, followed in the footsteps of atmospheric puzzle platformers such as Inside and Little Nightmares. While FAR Lone Sails wasn't almost as dark or brooding as those other titled puzzle platformers, it did set an outstanding tone as the players navigated a giant landslide across a deserted post-apocalyptic landscape, all the while looking for a new home. On the other hand, FAR Changing Tides is in many ways more of the same, but that isn't automatically a bad thing. Instead of piloting a vehicle over the land like in FAR Lone Sails, FAR Changing Tides puts you at the helm of a somewhat large ship. The mechanics of this ship are complex enough to be engaging without making you feel like it is overbearing. The game lets you enjoy hoisting the sails and moving the mast to catch the wind or shoveling fuel into the engine to give the vehicle a solid push across the water. Along the way, you find upgrades for your ship, such as a chain to pull up sunken treasure or an overcharger that grants your ship short-lived but exhilarating speed boosts. Basically, you get to uncover various upgrades and see how they change how you navigate the freezing waters. In this game, you also encounter various roadblocks during your journey and are often forced to abandon your ship to provide solutions to different environmental puzzles. These moments in the game are hardly taxing, but you will enjoy stretching your legs to study the inner workings of a rotted locomotive, power up a rusted windmill, or dive for secrets on the ocean floor. Much like its predecessor Lone Sails, Far Changing Tides doesn't bother you with gameplay explainers or tooltips. On the contrary, you learn about this game's world and how everything works through trial and error. Occasionally, you may come across some places that look like a dead end, but after tinkering with the environment for a few minutes, you will most likely be able to find what feels like a well-earned solution. Between the little breaks between each puzzle, you get to experience long stretches where you watch the game's scenery zip by. These game sequences kinda remind you of the best moments of a long car ride where you soak in nature's beauty. It helps that Far Changing Tides is full of striking scenes and backed by a moody, often melancholy musical number. Far Changing Tides game isn't an action-packed roller coaster ride. Instead, it's a meditative journey that isn't scared to slow down and ask you to reflect on your journey. Of course, this adventure is full of challenges of varying difficulties to overcome. Regardless, whether you are watching the clouds pass over a flooded city with the wind at your back or having a close call as you go through a storm with 10-foot waves bombarding your ship, you're sure to always be completely thrilled by these moments. Its predecessor, Far Lone Sails. The identity of the game's protagonist and their ultimate goal is never fully clear during the course of Far Lone Sails. Regardless, it creates a captivating narrative based almost wholly on a mysterious, horrific mood. This game sets itself apart from other similar games with a lumbering upgradable vehicle that carries you through a desolate world, unlike Far Changing Tides, which uses a large ship. In Far Lone Sails, you are taking your vehicle, which is kinda like a mobile home, from left to right on a 2D plane. You only stop to refuel and solve puzzles that eliminate obstacles that stop you from moving forward. As you travel through the game, you come across various pieces that can be used to upgrade your vehicle. For example, sails lets you move without using fuel as long as the wind is in your favor, while a vacuum upgrade enables you to grab fuel without stopping and exiting your vehicle. The puzzles in this game don't push the player too hard, which is actually a good thing. None of the mechanics feel cliched, and it also does a good job at providing you with tools and letting the puzzles explain how those tools can be used. The puzzles are also constantly surprising in that you may be working towards what appears to be an obvious answer, only to discover the button you press does something completely different and exciting. Events outside the mobile home can be just as captivating as those inside. Whatever happened to this world and why the protagonist is so eager to keep moving is never totally clear, but whatever it wasn't good. Far Lone Sails is the kind of game that delivers a captivating mystery in a strange land with appealing puzzles and combines that with a relationship between the player and their oversized mode of transportation. The same can be said for its successor, as they are quite similar. Regardless, the Far Changing Tides game and Lego set are both amazing, and it's something that you've just got to try, if you can get your hands on the Lego set, that is. That marks the end of this video. Let us know your thoughts in the comments section below, and don't forget to like and subscribe. Thank you for watching.